Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a very special group of people in my life. Starting off with my big. So I am so happy to have been paired with my big Tori. I honestly, I don't remember talking to her at Rush, but we also met a lot of people at Rush. But what I do remember is that I really went into this whole process with like an open mind. And I remember we had a Kirk-off shift, and it was like one of my very first Kirk-off shifts, and I walk in there and then this girl is like talking to everybody in there, and I was like, oh my god, like this is so nice. Like I didn't know if people were gonna talk or not, just because I do like normal like tabling stuff with ACA already. So, and most of the time like we don't talk, we kind of just do some work. And then so I go into this room and she's like really like chatting everyone up, and I was like, oh my god, like I love chatting, I love talking, like let's talk. So we were just having a really good conversation, and we were talking, asking good questions back and forth, and like her energy was so great and so bubbly. And so she was one of the very first people that I wanted to interview. So I remember like after that hour went by, she had to go for something, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna email her. So I did send her an email, and then later on she told me too that like she was very excited to get an email from me, which I think is very cute. She's like the most cutest thing on the planet. And then we had our interview, and she was my very first interview, and that like blew my mind because interviews at the time were still very daunting, such a scary task. And I walked in there and she was so welcoming and so kind and just so sweet, like that. But that's her like all the time. And so whenever we have any conversations, that's how it is. Like it's just a very nice space to be in, and nice. I love spending time with her. I really love it. And even though it's like virtual, we're still able to like go back and forth. And it's kind of just like I've known her for forever. Even though we do still talk about like, there's still clear things that we're trying to like learn about each other, but at the same time, like we're all so comfortable with each other. It's just beautiful. And she's literally one of the sweetest people I've ever met. Like I was going through a rough time, and she was like sending so many things my way. So she sent the biggest box I've ever seen get shipped through mail, and I opened it and it had like all my favorite snacks in it, and I absolutely loved it. I was so grateful, and she made the box so pretty and like my favorite colors. And I know she was like very excited for me to open it, and I absolutely loved it. I killed it in like a week, I'm not gonna lie. And then also just like when I was going through a rough time, she had sent me like a bunch of food and just stuff to make sure like I'm taking care of myself, and it was very nice. And I really just appreciate everything she does for me, and she checks up on me all the time. Like this process is not easy, and she always checks up on me and makes sure I'm doing okay. And then we just joke around a lot. Like being able to have that person to just like let loose, have fun with is so nice, and it's very de-stressing within these times. And so I always appreciate her presence, and I love how much she also like loves me. Like I can clearly tell, and I hope she can see that like I love her the same way back. Yeah, she's just absolutely amazing, and I literally think it's a match made in heaven. We are so similar. We are very indecisive. We love talking. Girls. That's a good way to put it. And it's just, I can literally talk to her for hours. And it feels like we're just good old friends. So yeah, I appreciate every single thing she does for me, and I'm so grateful to have her in my life. Now to move on to my P bros. I love this group of people. Coming in, I did realize I knew a little more than like half of them, or relatively half of them. At least knew of. Mostly though, I knew more about Eunice because she is on my staff. But like regardless, everyone was so nice. Like there's never a moment where I feel like unsupported or that I didn't have like people to rely on, because the reality of it is like they are the most caring people ever. Like I didn't even expect it, to be honest, because I feel like when you just go through like normal school stuff, you don't really have people like checking in on you all the time or just being like, oh, like here are like open resources for everybody to use. But like this amazing group of people have just been so helpful to everyone, I feel like, and there's never a moment where I feel like I can't go to someone for help for something if I really needed it. And they are from like different walks of life. Like everybody has their unique little personality and they're so cute, and I love them, and honestly I love talking to them, and there's so many fun memories from just like hanging out together, like late night calls and just talking about whatever, and just like having a nice chat with them every single day. And I think we get really funny pictures from each other all the time, and it's always really fun to be around them and getting to learn more about each and every single one of them. And there's the amount of support I have received from my peep bros is so amazing. Like, and I hope that I can offer that support back, and I hope that they do also feel supported by me too. But yeah, like I know sometimes they just like read my tumblers, or they just like see that I'm not doing too swell, and I would get like text messages being like, hi, like if you ever need anything, like let me know. And I don't know, it's just something I feel like I've never really had before. So I'm really, really grateful to have met this amazing group of people, and I can really see us being really close in the future as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what lies ahead for me and my big and me and my P bros, but I really hope that we all continue to stay close and we just all continue to learn more about each other and find out better ways to take care of each other and be there for one another. But so far, everything has been absolutely amazing, and I'm so grateful for what everyone has done for me. So yeah. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all know that I love you all so, so much. And I'm so thankful to have met you guys. The support has been so overwhelming and so amazing. And I wouldn't have wanted to go through this process with anyone else. So thank you.